Alrighty then, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, even if I put my teeth in. Here we are, getting our whatever's, some sort of vitamin chew or something else that they're getting down the neck. Yeah, vitamin chews, excellent stuff. So, welcome back. Last episode, we did all sorts of things, mostly around rocket-based things. Just sweep up that there. And I'm just going to mop this up as well. Why are you here? Well, unfortunately for you, you now are terminated. You foolishly walked out of... Somehow you managed to get out. I'm not quite sure where. One thing I was going to do is just have a quick look at a hatch. And I just wondered how many... I don't actually know. So bear with me 1 second. Right, sorry, let me do a thing. I should do a thing every single time. This is my Oxygen Not Included base. Here it is, at its extensive, and someone's enjoying the soda fountain. Excellent. Okay, so we have bedrooms, and we have some plant growing for gristleberry, for eating. I need to put my teeth back in and brain in as well, I think. We've got hatches which we're turning into barbecue, but more on that in a second. Don't call me a moron, he says. We've got various different water projects that don't really work together as a homogeneous thing. We're generating oxygen all over the place, which is now brightly filling this in. I don't know whether we're doing enough to use the algae generators that I put in last time. These things here, but I put some in anyway. And then we've got some space things up here where we've got a petroleum rocket, which is essentially baking my base. And that's the thing I want to have a little think about today, which is whether I can harness the heat that's in there, and we'll do that in a second. And then right down the bottom, when the game stops stuttering, we've got this here where eventually these will be dormant no longer, and they'll actually do something for us. They'll be active in 7 cycles time. And that is a quick tour of the base. Last time I started this as well, which I do need to remember, where we've got some rust, not a lot of rust, but we've got some rust. So, actually, in fact, if I just bring rust into the list. Okay, I'm very hissy today. I don't know why. Apologies for that. Maybe it's just because I've got the microphone in a particularly different place. So I'll try not to hiss too much down the microphone. We've got 8 tons of rust, which I thought we'd just turn into oxygen for the sheer heck of it. We'll see how we go with that. Apart from that, we're all pretty much good to go. We should be building these farm buildings over here. They're waiting for 7s is going to happen eventually. That'll make that a farm. And then that'll give us even more out of our... lovely. Are they farmers touched? Can't tell. Yeah, we would be able to tell. I'm sure we'd be able to tell if they had. Anyway, maybe it says down the bottom. Who knows? Stop looking. Get on with something else. Right. Okay. So, all of this as well. We're just about surviving here. This was our emergency oxygen that we put in. But what I was thinking was that up here, I don't know what I said here, I believe it's 3 by 9 that it cooks down the bottom here, and there's talk of using diamond tiles to transmit heat and then turn it into a steam turbine, or not turn it into a steam turbine, use a steam turbine on the to generate power. I thought, why not? I mean, live on the edge, right? Who knows? We also apparently might not need the robo-miner because this, when it takes off, it'll blast all the bits lingering along the bottom here anyway. Who knows? I don't know anything. I'm just making this up as I go along. But we would like to put oxylizer back in our rocket. So we've got oxalite in here. We've got some oxygen, got some gold. This is good to go. So I think if I do... this is the one, isn't it? Question mark? I believe so. So if we do this... There we go. That should connect to that. And now this will start filling the rocket up again with oxalite. And off we go. Great stuff. So I want to think about building this down here. In order to do that, we're going to have to build up. And this, unfortunately, this pinch of pepper nut is going to go for a burden. This is probably quite toasty at the moment, but we will see what we'll see. So off we go. Mafic rock. And we go 8, because that's the thing I want to do. We're going to go all the way up to here. And we are going to dig out this little lot here, and we'll start like that. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sadly 9. So we'll start there and see how we go. They're going to dig this out, which will be absolutely marvellous. 8 to get it done. Game's stuttering a little bit as it sort of gets going. This has got gold. It's got 8, so it's going to get some gold. That's great. We'll dig that out for the sake of it. They're going to be repairing this. What I wanted to do was hatch. If I go stone hatch, thank you. If you eat 140 kilos of rock per cycle. Wow. And I've got many hatches. So these 7, so 14, 21, 28. And these are 5s, right? Yeah. 28, good God, 33, 43. Well, that's where everything's going. Well, I think what's going to happen here is we're going to cut down the barbecue because we also have so much berry, look. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop eating through all of our stuff. And I'm going to cut down on this. So these are going to be terminated. And that's what's going to happen here. And I'm so sorry. Okay, what a waste. But either way, we're going to delete all these buildings. Like that. Great. I'm not sure why the game is so quiet. The game seems quite quiet to me. 1 second while I just turn the game up. I just need to turn the game up and then turn me down a little bit so I can... There we go. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with my microphone so that I can... You won't know a damn thing. You won't hear a damn thing different. There we go. A little bit better. Great. Okay, so we're getting rid of all this, and then I'm afraid it is meats on the menu. There we go. Great. And then this. Okay, let's just terminate. Or not terminate. Let's get rid of that as well. Yeah, combat, fleeing, flooding. Okay, flooding. Yeah. Right, there we go. Good. Oh, they just gave it an egg just at the same time. Oops, there we go. That surprised an egg out of me probably as well. Okay, they're picking the meat up. Once they've killed off all these things. And things are hatches. Yeah, kill off all the hatches. Well, that's going to have changed the calories as well. So, once they got rid of all the hatches, we can then sweep up everything that's here. Clean the base up a little bit. There we go. Sorry, hatches. Can't hear the sound effects. Not a lot of sound effects. I'm slightly concerned that my sound... Anyway, stop it. Just carry on, Simon. Okay. Ooh. Got some of those lovely data banks, which is good. So we must be researching the extra bits that we need here for solid cargo. Excellent. Because we would like to go and collect some things. I mean, the refined carbon, the diamond might be nice. Niobium, don't quite know what we do with that. Fullerene, don't quite know what we do with that. But look, crude oil, petroleum, abyssalite, nice. Solid carbon dioxide, all good stuff. Right, so meanwhile, back up here. We've got this far, which is great. So they're going to do that. I then need to decide what I'm going to do with all this. And I don't know whether it's bunker tile or probably insulated tile will be fine from... Have we got any obsidian? No. Obsidian. Granite's pretty resistant. Ceramic is excellent. And that's thermally reactive, so that's probably not great. We also just have a lot of it just here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this down to here, and then we're going to go across like this. And once that's built, then we'll do the next bit, and we'll start thinking about some diamond tiles, and then what we're going to do with that. Yeah, lots of lovely, juicy stuff coming in. This rocket can already get that far, which is great. We just want to go back here, really, where there's more to study, which is all we want at the moment. I mean, we could... Anyway, okay, right, so that's doing that, that's doing that. They're building this. That's terrific. They're all going there. This is all fine. How much have we got in here now? It's 15 kilos. Are you... You are still... I'll just do that. There we go. Just need to... They don't really need to go in here much except to go and get some iron. That's our good supply of iron in there, you see. From the iron volcano that we've got going. Okay, so I was actually thinking, I didn't know whether it was possible to. This might have steam and then I could join the steam volcano, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We've got some water here, which we can drop in there and do water-based things in. So this is now kicking off, so this is quite good. Okay, so that should be adding some oxygen. Why are you not a solid? It's because there's other stuff in the way. Yeah. What's your boggle? Okay, this needs to be swept. That's what needs to happen. Because there's some stuff in there that shouldn't be off-gassing, so we need to go and get rid of everything that's in there, which is causing us trouble. That's what the problem is, getting the polluted oxygen, getting in the way of the actual oxygen. So, and we are throwing perfectly good hydrogen away, which does bother me slightly. That's coming through here, isn't it? I don't really want to stop these, but again, we could just... I mean, this is perfectly good hydrogen. Going there, look, 200 grams of hydrogen in our pipe that we're getting rid of because of all of our other things we're doing, which must come from here, yes, hydrogen. There's lots of hydrogen being made, which we'd like to keep, really. Wouldn't mind keeping the hydrogen. Here's some lovely gas tanks. Maybe, just maybe, we could do that. You're going to hate me for this. Okay, let's let the game run. But, where's the power? What have you got on you? 40. Okay, yeah, okay. So, well, let's do this. Okay. Ventilation. Let's grab another gas filter, which everybody hates the gas filters. But, you know. Hey-ho. Right, you could go right here. Why not? Let's go here. Why can't I build you there? Because the ladder's in the way. Of course, that makes complete sense. So let's rotate you, and we'll go... I want you to go that way. That's it. Okay, great. Build that, please. And then connect that. Oh, what's on you? 960. Okay. Don't build that. Let's have a think about how I can do this better then. No, it's the right side. It needs to happen. You're the power line I want to use, though, sadly. So maybe we just go the other way. Alright, fine. Fine. So you're going to force me into it. Okay, so ventilation. Ventilation even. Gas filter. Okay, we'll go this way instead. Beautiful. Build it there. And then this is the line, correct? Correct. Good. Build that, please. 9s. If you're new here, that's the way I get things built. Well, they've built this already, which is excellent. Good. Then what we can do is dig... as much as we're going to just dig you out. And you. That's fine. And then you can become one of those. And then we're going to put that in there like that. And then when that's done, we're going to dig all of this out for now. We're going to see how we go. What are you? You're abyssalite anyway. We could just leave the abyssalite for now. Let's just do that for fun. Why not? Live on the edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'd like to have a... I think it's just... Can we make a bunker tile out of no? Can we make a metal tile out of no? Metal tile doesn't make sense, Simon. What are you on about? Tile. Okay, right, fine. So window tile out of diamond. Beautiful. Let's go down as far as there and see how we go. Great. 8's fine. Yep. 8's fine here as well. Good. Okay, this rocket can probably get everywhere we need it to go now. Absolutely. So this can be stopped. And we've got some more meteor showers anyway. Good. Alright, so this is going to come into here. This then is going to be a pipe that's going to go up like this and then in there. And then this is going to go here, gas bridge, and just go straight out to there. That's great. And then this is going to come out of there and go this way. Like that. And we want to go in, out, yep. So we're going to go the other way. What we're going to do is we're going to just delete all of these gas pipes for now. Interesting sound effect. Don't know that I like that sound effect. But that's definitely a sound effect. Great, get all these lovely materials back. And then this gas filter can be deconstructed as well. Get all that. Good. All of these power lines can now go as well. Not sure they can get to them, but we'll certainly try and delete some of it. Wow, they soon got rid of that, didn't they? Good grief, Penfold. Name that children's television program. Okay, right, and then we can get rid of you. So all of this automation that can go as well. Great. This gas shut off can go. Clear up after myself. This can go. Yeah, that needs to be deconstructed. That's great. What are the power lines for that? This power line then, it can stay there. It doesn't really. Well, yeah, no, it's going to bother me. We don't need that power line going through there. So this power line here, that can be iron. I can go to there, and then we'll delete this power line. Yeah, this game is all about just building things and then immediately deleting them. Please tell me you haven't just built... Okay. You guys. You guys. Okay. Okay, deconstruct that one. Then we go from there. Okay, right. So they're going to delete that. They're going to delete that. Then this can all be deleted as well. I need to be slightly careful here because I don't want to actually just let the rest of space go. So let's just delete that far. That'll get rid of those. It's the end of the day. People are going to go to their, do their, you know, things. Okay, this is finished. That's finished. This rocket is ready to go. The cooling is sort of happening. This is so hot in here. What is hot? This is just all super hot, isn't it? Charcoal checkers at 102 degrees. Charcoal checkers. Nice. Yeah. Okay, good. This just got very, very hot when the rocket launched, didn't it? Yeah, not yeah, okay. Why is this all so hot? It's obviously just let this bunker tile perhaps should be insulated tile instead. So there we go. You're going to do that. Great. Can you do that one as well? And then we'll move on with our lives. Please. This can go there as well. Great. Okay, this needs to be unbreathable. This needs to be hydrogen. Right. And that needs somewhere to go with the hydrogen. This is then going to go round and round in an endless circle. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of all of this. And then I will snip this off to stop it doing silly things. That gas bridge, gas pipe, deconstruct you. Great, they'll get rid of all these bits. And then that will let it go its merry way. This has obviously got a lozenge of hydrogen in it at the moment, so it needs to put that somewhere. This will be the perfect place to put that, which will go in here and in there. I do need to be careful because if that fills, then we need to make sure that that goes away. So we're going to do the same trick that we did before, although should we just bring the hydrogen back down again? We want it to join here. It's never going to fill up. Why not? Let's live on the edge of reason. So you... Great, we're going to bring you... Can you get to all these places? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Good. Bring you down. We can get to all of these places. Where do we want this to go? We want that to go... That can go straight down here. That's not a problem. Great. Yeah. Straight to here. And then gas bridge in there. Beautiful. So that will then supply the rest of our base with some hydrogen. Where's that hydrogen then going? So you are powering this. You're powering that as well. I sort of want that to be going into our cooling loop as well, though. In fact, I kind of want that. No. That's what I want to do. I kind of want this to go in our cooling loop, which is this pipe. But what are the chances of getting that in there? Slim, right? But this lovely hydrogen pipe here, we could be powering our cooling loop, which is just here. And as ridiculous as it sounds, I kind of would like that more than the power, because power we've got sorted elsewhere. So what we're going to do, and I realise I'm making myself laugh, is we're going to do this. There we go. And that I'd like to be a 9. Do that. It's going to grab it. It's going to put it back in the cooling loop, which will at least cool... Yes, cool the base and cool all sorts of things. In which case, I then don't care about this. So this is fine. Yep. Beautiful. That should be fine. Just need to make sure we haven't ruined anything. This will be fine. Why is this stuck? No power. Why no power? Because of this. Okay. Please do that now. Thank you. Need you to do that soon, please. Otherwise, we're never going to get anywhere. Great. Yeah. They need to connect that, so this will run. Otherwise, this is now probably causing some problems. Back through, yes, back through the base. And this is now clogged up, so yes, we need that to happen pretty soon. Please, because that's actually having a knock-on effect everywhere. Come on, guys. Yeah, come on. It's not hard. You can get there, right? I mean, we must have some iron ore. Yeah, we've got 7 tons of iron ore. Oh my god, guys. What are you doing? Someone is... Right. Mimar. Mimar's on it. Well done, Mimar. Okay, they're going to go through there and let Lord knows what else come out. Okay. Mimar, are you... Someone coming to do this? I mean, I've got the klaxon going. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. There we go. Right, that'll free that up, which will allow this to move, which will finally get that moving again, which will start putting oxygen back in that line again. Great. Okay. This is going to be on... I mean, it's a bit of a waste of... It doesn't really cost anything, but these hydrogen packets, they're going to go on a nice little journey all the way around here and then end up back in down here. But Does mean that if there's any waste hydrogen getting caught anywhere in our system, we will at least take advantage of it a little bit. So, you know, there's hope. Right, meanwhile down here, you are a rust oxidizer. What do you need? You need power. You don't need anything else. You just need power. How much power? You would like 60 watts of power. I believe I can provide you 60 watts of power. Why am I talking to a pump? Or a... who knows? But there is power right here. Right here it is. Blast me, it's right here. Okay, right, and you can go... let's go into there, that'll be fine. Right, you're going to get power. Then you need to go do something. Right. You need to go to a filter. Everyone's favourite thing that everyone laughs at my filters. But here's another one for you to laugh at. Okay, so that's going to go... yeah. Steel is fine. And then we're going to want a pipe. It's going to come out of here and go into there. Great. Then oxygen is going to come out of that, theoretically. And we want to put that in the base. Is it going to be hot? I have no idea. Do we care where we put it? Also, no idea. Probably not. I'm just trying to think where the best place I can pipe it. So let's get it out. And straight up here. And it can just join in there, really. Yes. That's that. And then this one, we're just going to chuck out whatever the heck is in here. But this is going to give off... was it chlorine? Yes. So no, we hate you. So you need to join the binning it into space business, yeah, which is you. So that's fine. So you can just come straight down and join that one there. Beautiful. And lastly, you also need power. So 780 is now on here. That's plenty. That's fine. Yeah, gold's fine. Beautiful. Have they built the filter? They've built the filter already. Of course they have. And this wants to be oxygen. Excellent. And this needs to be... it could just be a 7. I don't know what it needs, but it's got salt. We'll see if it gets some rust from somewhere. Okay, why have we got soggy feet just here? Yeah, you dig. Lovely. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. I do that joke every time. Every time. Okay. You do have to step down. There's a bit of a wand to step down. That's bothering me. So let's solve that for you. That's great. Good. Good. This is all 8s. Good. Would you like to finish building everything for me, please? Okay, let's control for that. How's everything else going? Over here, we can get some materials back, right? Yes, we can. All right, let's get some materials back. Because we don't need any of that now. So there, we don't need any of this. And somewhat amusingly, we don't need this at all, but I'm going to leave it because we might want it. So who knows? Let's see what's on the printer. Anything exciting on the printer? Sandstone. Beautiful. Love a building material. All this rubbish kicking about. Oh. What's your problem? You're going to be too hot now, aren't you? I bet it's too hot. Yep. It's now 30 degrees again. Yeah. We need our hydrogen back. Why have you got no power? Seriously, why have you got no power? What? Why have you got no power? Everything's run out. Why have we got no power? We're not using that much power. It's crazy times. There's no power going down there for some strange reason. Clearly there's not enough power to generate these things. All of these are off though, which feels like... okay, there's a disconnect somewhere. Something terrible has happened. I have disconnected the power grid somehow. Okay, this 20 kilowatts. 20 kilowatts. 20 kilowatts. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. 20 kilo... Why? I mean, I can see why this isn't working. Because there's no natural gas. Because the natural gas is there. There's just nothing but sour gas. Oh, we are back on. But how come we've got no power on this circuit at all? We've got 2 coal generators. Have I... Okay. Okay, so this actually... turns out... I mean, when it's full, that should be sending a little puff this way. But I'm guessing... Oh, if this backs up, that's going to be bad. Well, it shouldn't back up, because it should flow through here when that's full. This should not block up. At least that's my understanding on how these things work. See, that's soon got this cooling loop back up again. That's cooling. This is cooling, which is great. So that means that the base is getting its lovely cooling oxygen back, which that's a good thing. I like that. Big fan of that. Not a big fan of this clogging up, though. I honestly didn't think it would do that. Yeah. So what I might just do is actually we're going to do this differently. Deconstruct this somewhat urgently, please. Because apparently we were using just enough hydrogen to keep those other things going. I mean, we've got so much coal. Well, that's going down, actually. But we have got some coal that we could... Yeah, alright. What's on this power line? 18 kilowatts. What's on this power line? 5 kilowatts. Which is not really using 5 kilowatts at the moment. But we could connect those two things together. It'd be nice if this turned on, but yeah, okay. Have we got rid of that yet? We have now, right. So that's going to flood down here. That might just do us for a little while. Okay, so this is going to... Okay, the pumps aren't even working. Okay, so this will suddenly give us a little bit of juice. We just need this to kickstart itself back into life again. This is actually going to stop all this oxygen from flowing, so that was a bad thing. So yeah, we need... Okay. So this power line... Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, everything's back to normal again. So I guess we do need that. We're soon going to run out. We're on a knife edge the whole time. It's because... Okay, these are back. Which is at least something. So those batteries are full. This power down here is now back again. Because we've now got hydrogen going all over the place. So this is now flowing, which is good. So we'll at least always have this one powered. I mean, it's not the best setup. I'll probably do it again. And that means that this finally will now be back to power again. Yes, okay, good. And whilst it's doing the hydrogen, we have got a lot of sour gas to get rid of, and we could really use getting rid of the sour gas. Can we do anything with the sour gas? You can turn it into sulfur if you freeze it. Okay, great. Good to know. Alright, let's not worry about that. There will be insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, there was enough to just... It doesn't take long. Again, we're on a bit of a knife edge. So, life is hard. Okay. Picked up meat. Terrific. Great. You've got the emergency hatches here, which we can terminate as well. Great, get rid of them. Okay, and I think I might be tempted to just cut down the number of hatches altogether. You're trapped in a door, which means you're now perishing. Okay, good. Well, the sound effects are back, at least. Right, meanwhile, back up at here. So we're not storing any hydrogen at the moment, but we are capturing all the little blips of hydrogen that we had before, so technically we've upped the hydrogen. This here is fully rammed, so yes. This is spare oxygen, really, but that's fine. Okay, good. Okay, how are we doing up here? Let's carry on with this malarkey. One of you, please. And one of you. I think you can do that as a diagonal, but we'll just do that for now. And then we'll have 2 more of these. Great. Okay, going to capture some of that heat. This rocket is ready to go, so we could just send the rocket. Why don't we do that? Let's dig all that, please. Get that dug. So that we don't smother our buildings when we do that. We're going to transmit a lot of heat into the base in a second, but... So this is a liquid lock. What I actually might do is just do this instead. And I'm just going to put this here. And if they trap themselves in there doing it, I'm going to be very sad. I should be very disappointed in them. Asking for trouble, obviously, but I will be very disappointed. 15 tons of granite. That's okay, good. Where are you going? Okay, yeah, good. So we have some gas, no gas, because that's space, as you can see from space, just here. Okay, yes, good, good, good. Long commutes, I'm sure. Can you come build this, please? All sorts of weirdness going out into space up here. Certainly one way to get rid of all spare gases. Okay, that's now built, which is good. So that means that then this side is free to be utilised. I don't think... No, I can't build there. That's fine. So we're going to build... it's going to be a bit weird, but we're going to build across here like this. Insulated tile. Across there like that. And that tile as well, please. We'll go across there. And this is the other side of a liquid lock, isn't it? It is. So then we can dig across there as well. Thus giving us more materials as well. All of this could be an 8. Beautiful. And then that tile can be deconstructed. Great. You do that, please. And then when they're done that, they can get to this. Like that. Begin to do that, which is great. They'll get to that. Beautiful. Meanwhile, down yonder, let's see what's happening with this. Oh my god, it's doing stuff. Wow. Oh, the chlorine's at the bottom. Oh, okay. That's terrible. This needs to just be locked for a moment, please. Okay, until I work out what I'm going to do, which I'm going to do in a second. Good. Get rid of those buildings. We need our friend, if we can do it. If we've got enough room. Not really. I was going to put a liquid lock in, but that means they've got to step up and step down. What I don't want, chlorine coming out. I thought chlorine would be at the top. Foolishly. Don't even know what that's doing. There's obviously some science involved that is beyond me. Meteor showers, fine. Okay, you... let's go with sedimentary rock, just because it's fun and it's there. So many things to do. So many things to do. Sandstone, how much sandstone? 200 kilos. That's going to be no good, is it? Okay, sedimentary rock. Game, lag. And we're back. Okay, this is going to go here, 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 and here. Okay, you've locked that. That's good. Excellent. Yeah, get that done. Get this all built. We definitely need this built before you build those ones, please. Good. They'll get that all built, which will be marvellous. Meanwhile, we'll put that on 3. Let's back up here. Right, how are we doing up here? We're getting in? We're sort of getting in. Unreachable dig, that's fine. Won't be in a second. Terrific. Digging through. Can he dig it? Yes, he can. Literally can't stop myself. Okay, so oxygen here is not a problem. It's a bit of a shame we've got all this lovely oxygen. Okay, I thought that was going to then block up, but it's not. It's going to pump it down here, so that's fine. That's all being added to the juicy oxygenness. Yeah, which we're back again. What's on the printer? Anything exciting on the printer? Brine. No, thank you. We have actually got bedrooms for new dupes, but I'm just choosing not to at the moment because we are rather on a knife edge of all things. Yeah, all things. Right, okay? We're through here. That's going to be built in a minute. We must have diamond, right? I don't actually know how much diamond we've got. 15 tons. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, next, build this one, please. Great, we'll just edge that down. And then, while we're at it, can you sweep this out? That'd be great. Great. And this, just to clear up the base a little bit. A little bit of clearing up. We got nowhere to put polluted dirt. Yeah, well, that's because the compost is completely full. You are boiling water, which is why this isn't working very well. Yes. That's because it's quite hot here. Because I keep going in there to go and get whatever this is, steel and iron and all sorts of lovely things out of there. I don't know whether to just give up on this, to be honest. Could just give up. No, let's not. So this isn't going to get too hot, right? No, we're okay. Next. Build another one. Having to do it like this so they don't do terrible things. Once we get the next tile, we'll be alright, because then we can do the rest. Don't know whether this is going to transmit through the insulated tiles. We're going to find out. I'm told it's 3 by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So hopefully it stops here. We'll find out when we launch our rocket in a minute. We could find out now, really. Why not? What's the chances of someone being in there when we want to do it? I don't know. Ada, you are now assigned to the rocket. Congrats. We'll see what happens. See if Ada gets in the rocket. And I launch it just before, as someone. I'll let him do this tile. And maybe not do that for now. Hopefully Ada will come and get in the rocket. That's the plan. Yes. Okay, so this is set to go there, which is fine. Okay, that's fine. And we're not going to... We just need them to come and build this since I've told them to do it. I might as well let them queue up. Is there someone coming to do it? Building or supplying. Excellent. Lindsay, where are you? There they are. They've gone. Okay, let's do this. Actually going to run a little test. And rather than waiting for the robo miner, we're just going to launch it. Like this. Can't we launch? No. I thought you could launch it anyway. Okay, it's currently grounded. Unreachable storage doesn't matter. And we've got to wait for it to... Okay. I mean, this is going as fast as it possibly can. How much does it need to get rid of before it can launch? We'll find out very shortly. Nearly. There we go. Ooh, don't go near there. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, that was pretty good. This is probably absolutely roasting. No, no. Okay, that was overheating, but it hasn't overheated this time. So it's only, yeah, soon got cool. That's good. Okay, not too bad. And they repaired that already. Right, now we can put this back in here. How hot is it in here? Pretty hot, but that didn't actually leak out to the bottom here, so I'm quite pleased with that. That's very good. Okay, so this is all fine. This didn't get too hot. No. This didn't get that hot. This all worked. Well done. A little bit of research online has helped a marvellous amount. Okay. So then you. One more, please. Great, they'll do that, and then we'll be free to build the ones next to it now. Okay, meteor showers, of course. Unbelievable. Direct hit on all my expensive things. Yeah, absolutely horrendous. Well, that's just terrific, isn't it? Yeah, great. Let's get all this stuff repaired anyway. Good. All these, they will repair them, no doubt, at some point. Let's make them 7s for repair. Yeah. 7. Great. Yeah, you don't need to be repaired. You're not broken. Okay. Let's have a quick look and see if there's any exciting new blueprints. Onto printer. Yeah, let's have a look. And... oh! Ice block. Nice. Didn't know such a thing exists. How have you managed to... You can't repair that, can you? How are we supposed to repair that? Why is the robot arm not on its plinth? Robot arm, 9. Great. Okay, do that. Put it on its plinth. Meanwhile, down here, how are you getting on? Right, we've got nearly double ladder. So, delete. Buildings only. Gotta be careful what I delete here. What am I deleting? Yeah, that's alright. So I'm just going to delete that. That's fine. Then they'll build this. In theory. And yes, it's another liquid lock, but that appears to be the only way. Am I stupid? Don't answer that. No, it needs to be there. That needs to be lower than that. Doesn't it? Got to look at one to actually see what's going on. They walk along there, then go 1, 2. Walk along here and go 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, this just needs to come down 1. Is that right? Same height as the, yeah, floor. I need help. Anyway, right. Good. Yeah, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Great, why can't you build that? No more sedentary lock. Okay, not sedentary. Sedimentary rock. Okay, Maverick rock it is. And then we'll delete this. Great. Good. Okay, that means they can walk along there. Yeah, not very quick in your exosuit, are you? Or your atmo suit. Good. Great. Sweep this stuff up. Get it out of the... Get out of our systems. And you. Get you swept up. This down here. Not quite sure how we ended up with water in here, but... Let's mop it up anyway. I actually don't know how we've ended up with water here at all. How have we ended up with water in there? Must have leaked out of a pipe somewhere. Who knows? Yeah, not in gas. You've obviously pumped this out to a vacuum. Yep. This is awaiting rust, awaiting salt, and it's giving off... Interesting. Does it give off iron? Does it create iron ore then? Yeah, I didn't know that. I could have read it, and then I would have definitely known that, but I clearly didn't read it, and I didn't, so there we go. You are igneous rock. Yeah, we've got 5 tons, so that's good. We've still got steel. I've been using the steel up. Okay, let's just make sure. Iron, tons of refined carbon, lime. Okay, good. 5 more tons of steel, please. Right, this is getting full. That's fine, because that's doing a marvellous job of Sending... That's actually full, which means that it should end up back in there, which is great. That's fine. So that's kind of filling itself, looking after itself. This, therefore, is going into there. That's great. And we're off. Good. And then the hydrogen, we should have a nice pipe full of hydrogen from down there, which is good, which is all filling up here, and therefore the base should be getting cool again. Is that full of ice? Probably. What are you full of? Ice? Yep. Tons of ice. That's why there's a permanent thing to mop here. There's still too much. Like this hatch egg. Sweep. This hatch needs to be terminated with extreme prejudice. Not sure how they're escaping. Right, have we got no water? Interesting. Is this germy water still? It is. We got no actual water anywhere. I worry that this is the case. I don't think I've got a... Yes, pitcher pump for... We need a second pitcher pump, actually. So you... It's a bit of a walk, but we could just pop you in here. Like that, as an emergency pitcher pump. 9, please. And then what we'll do is we'll do our little trick over here of connecting this back up again and de-germing this water. That should still be in chlorine, that's it. And then that'll zap. So I was going to write that down, otherwise I'm going to forget. So, germ-free water in middle tank. Right. No idea if I can read that. That's been written in some horrific writing. Okay, that's going there, that's going there. This is gradually getting built, which is great. Okay, then this can be deconstructed as well. We can go do better than that. We can deconstruct all of these. Right, this can then become one of those. And then somewhere there's a wattle emptier, like that. There we go, they can do that, which is great, which will make our lovely liquid lock. This is going to fill up slowly with water. Okay, which is great, which will drain from there, which is absolutely fine because that's going to be refilled from here. We just need to get some water. Now we've got some water, they can get to that. It's a bit of a long walk. There we go. Printables. I don't want any of this. Thank you. Okay, meanwhile, up here, how far away is our rocket? Okay, that's fine. No more of that. They're repairing all these things. Open the doors. Shame about that tile. But then this might be able to zap a rocket, which will then boost the other rocket. So this has retained a lovely amount of heat in here, which is good. Yes. 3 of your lovely tiles, please. And then sweep this all up. Great. Come on then. Someone come and do the rocketing. Someone's going to think about it. Underway. Very good, very good. Nice. The rocket's doing its rockety thing. We could also sweep here as well. It'd be nice if we could just pick the stuff we want to sweep. There's probably a mod for it, but for now, we'll just do that and see if we can get some of the iron at least cleared up. This is all sort of over full. This is where we're getting some of our... What's name from? I could really do with building a meteor defense thing, really. I should totally do that, shouldn't I? Just here, really. That's a bit of silly. Maybe here? What happens if... so if we go... Space scanner... Yeah, you would fit right there. You know what? I'm going to do that. You're going to need some power, probably. Who knows what... Let's do that and see how much power we need. No eligible rockets in range, so I'm guessing the other rocket has now been boosted. It has. So then what we want to do is we want to have... yeah. We want an AND gate here. So we need an AND gate. Beautiful. Yep, that's AND. And then we want this is when it detects a rocket. We want, yeah, if it detects a rocket, we want to shut the doors. Okay, so what are you currently... Scan network quality 15. Okay. Not sure whether that is how... 31 to 300 seconds. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we need some of this automation wire. You're going to go to that. And then you're going to go... nowhere. You're going to have a NOT gate. Which needs to be that way around. And then we need a wire. Like that. Did I just connect that straight across? Do, 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 do. That's 8s. Let's make it 9s. 8 for that, thank you. Good. And then this here, I'm going to deconstruct or disconnect that. That's probably going to shut the doors, but that's fine. Great. Okay. So then the idea being that this... How much are you using? 120. This will detect something, send a green signal. We'll see what happens. I think it's sending... I can't quite tell what it's sending. And then if I switch this off, then I don't want the doors open at all. And it's just a protection, really. Yeah, I really could do with this being built. So we got plenty of steel. We got steel. Yeah, good. Oh, they built all these. Good. Lovely. Haven't quite decided what I'm doing with this yet, but we'll work on it. We're going to drip some water in here, and then we're going to have a steam turbine. It's going to be a thing of beauty. That's what's going to happen, apparently. We can do that. I'm mostly making it up. For those that didn't know that, I'm mostly making it up. So, yeah, good. Okay, well, while that's happening, down here, what was happening with this? Great. Okay, then we can sweep this up. And this can be water. Or 8 will do. Right, that can clear that up. That's good. Good. So that means we can then fill that with that. And then finally we can unlock this door again, and then terrible things won't happen over there. Meanwhile, back up here. How are we doing? Oh, can they reach this? Please tell me you can reach it. Great. So you're sending a red, which is great. I wonder whether... Well, this should be able to reach from the top. So this automation wire should be being deconstructed. That's fine. This automation wire is going to be steel. We're going to go to there, like that. And that. I just want these done now, right, please? Great. Bunker door can just go back to being a 5. Right, so they'll come along. They'll get rid of all that. Make sure my rocket isn't going to impact the door. We need to get this done before yeah. So we're currently sending red, which means it hasn't found anything. Yeah, which means the doors should be green. Is it night time? It's nearly night time. Okay. Let's just get the telescope to look at something new. Ooh. Good. I wonder if the doors will automatically... I think they're going to they're going to bounce. I think. Yeah, something terrible is going to happen here. We'll find out in a minute. I think what's going to happen is it's not going to detect anything, so it's going to then do this, which will be a green signal, which will open the doors. And then, yeah, this is going to be, I think it's going to be awful. But I can always turn it off, and then that'll immediately shut the... Because the AND gate, it needs both screens. Come on, do this! Please. Come do this. It's a 9. You got to bring steel from the bottom of the map. I do appreciate that. Someone bringing steel? You bringing steel? You're not bringing steel. You're picking up igneous rock and then going somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. You're probably taking that igneous rock down to exactly where I've just put the other thing. Alright, let's just go down here. Okay. That's fine. Haven't done anything yet. Can we get this done? Okay, someone coming to do this. Come and build this. Nobody? Nobody. Can't they get to it? They must be able to get to it, right? They come up here, walk there and zap it. Seriously? That one. Please come and do that one. Please? Pretty please? I mean, I've gone pretty quiet now because I'm getting very disturbed. Looks like nobody can get to it. Let's make it a 9. Let's make this. Let's make that an emergency. So they can come and build that, which might mean they can come and build that. If we're lucky. Okay. Yeah, picking up gold amalgam. Yeah, doing all sorts of things there. I mean, my guys are not very efficient, to be fair. Does that mean that this one can get done now? Question mark? I need this to happen pretty soon because my doors need to open. So this automation wire, we're going to cancel that. Steel, 9. Great. And then emergency, that. Thank you. If not, my rocket's about to crash through the everywheres again. I have concerns that it's just not getting done. Nobody can get to it, can they? Is that just too far away? Surely not. No, they built these. Okay. Terrifying as it is, this needs to happen right now. Otherwise my rocket was never going to make it through there. I obviously need to fix that. There's some sort of weird lag or weird issue that's stopping them from building that automation wire for some reason. And we're there. Great. So you haven't found anything. Yeah, you see, this is why the doors would be open. Okay. I don't suppose. There you go. We're getting the telescope done. We're getting the rocket done. Okay. It's a bit of a weird episode, this one. I've just been fiddling around with this. Here comes the rocket. Space mission complete. Watch the heat melt the poor little duplicants. This is not a great time. Okay, what building melted? Signal switch. Okay. After all that. Okay. And the signal switch melted, so the door's shut. Hilarious. Okay, I need to have a real long think about what on earth I'm going to be doing with this, because I'm making a right pig's ear of it. Where are you going? You're going to go on bit... You're not my friend anymore, Ashcan. You're just not my friend anymore. Need to have a little bit of a think about what we're doing here. And maybe move some things around. Well, there you go. Gosh. Well, that's a... Yep. Yep, that's terrific. That is just perfect timing. Yeah, build it all. What's... No, this doesn't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, cancel that. I need to just think about the thing. Yeah. I don't know whether if I detach this is going to go green. Who knows? Who knows? It's horrific. Well, there's an episode for you where I essentially just womble my way through building terrible rocket things. That's what this game is. It's just, you know, one terrible rocket thing after another. But we do nearly have another liquid lockdown here, and we will eventually have a little bit more oxygen. Take oxygen's fine. Oxygen is fine. Yeah, oxygen is included at the moment. Well, there we go. I'm going to say I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a weird one. I had a plan, and I, as always, I didn't quite execute it. But hopefully that's what you're here for, is for Simon wombling around and maybe completing something if you're lucky. I hope so, and if so, I look forward to seeing you next time.